Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Bhagavad Gita is such a book that you get whatever you want in it. If Bala Gangadhar Tilak has to read, he will say Bhagavad Gita talks about karma. If Madhvacharya has to say, he will say Bhagavad Gita talks about duality and devotion. If Ramanujacharya has to say, he will say Bhagavad Gita talks about Advaita, Vishishta Advaita. If Shankaracharya ji has to say, he will say Bhagavad Gita talks about knowledge. And everything is right. Nothing is wrong. So one person asked me, Swamiji, what you have seen in Bhagavad Gita? I said, I have seen only one thing, Bhagwan's own words. What should be the destination? See, we are in the world of GPS, God's provided system. We use that system. In GPS, we require 2 points. Point 1, where we are. Point 2, the destination. And the journey map is shown. But the person who is using that GPS, he has to walk. He has to drive the car. You simply punch your address and don't start the car and wait that you will reach the destination. It will never happen. See, in the same manner, Bhagavad Gita gives us 2 destinations, 2 points. One, where we are, and second, what is the destination. See. So where we are, in the first chapter we are all. First chapter talks about only one problem through which the whole humanity is suffering. And that problem is such a problem that it is a problem is not known. See? And that problem is the problem of identity crisis. As to who am I? See? The moment we know who am I, then there is no problem. When I know I am a father, where is the problem? I know my duty towards my children. When I know I am a wife, so I know what is my duty towards my husband. See, friends. So as regards knowledge is concerned, we don't lack. We all have knowledge. This is what is the issue where we are all. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna starts arguing, his argument is, Katham Vishmamaham Sanke Dronam cha Madhusudana Ishubhi Pratiyotsyami Pujara Varisudana. How can I kill my grandfather and my guru? What does he mean? If it is your grandfather and your guru, I have no problem. See, the whole life begins from this mamata. Don't go to West Bengal. Problems begin. See. And mamata, when we carry the burden of mamata, there is nothing but problems. See, friends. Therefore, his argument was, Swajanam hi katham hatva sukhinasyama madhava. Killing my own nears and dears. How can I be happy in my life? Meaning what? Whatever we do or whatever we don't do, what is the purpose? Only one thing. We are seeking happiness. See? People get married. For what? Nobody gets married to become miserable. They become, it's a different issue. Can anybody think of, hey, I want to get married and get miserable? No. See. Similarly, then after some time they get divorced. So when they get divorced, is it for happiness? Yes. I want to get rid of her or him so that I will be happy. And thereafter, again you go with a fishing rod and start searching. See friends, in short, pravritti, involvement, nivritti, withdrawal, both are aimed at seeking happiness. And we know only one thing, that if I fulfill my desires, I'll be happy. And we don't inquire exactly what happens when desires are fulfilled. See? First thing, one desire is fulfilled, the second desire comes in front. Fulfill the second desire, the third comes. There is unending queue of different desires. And yet, we have not learned the basic thing. Fulfillment of desires is not equal to fulfillment in life. Bhagavan says in 15th chapter, Etad buddhva buddhiman syat krutakrutyascha bharata. Krutakrutyata is fulfillment in life. What we have been struggling throughout our life is only fulfillment of desires. And therefore there is no end to it. And what do we want? We all want only happiness. See friends. So, where are we? The point of origin in our GPS map. We are in this identity crisis. This is the position of our life. And that position tells us where from the desire comes. Desire happens under two conditions. Condition number one, a sense of incompleteness. Condition number two, a sense of otherness. We have desire about something which is other than I. See? I cannot have desire for myself because I am me. Now, this beautiful mic, I look at it, it's so nice. I wish I could take it with me. Don't worry, I am not taking. It's just an example. See friends, desire is always about something which is other than the self. Desire is always for someone who imagines he is incomplete. These two things are totally absent in one experience of our life. And that experience every one of us go through. That experience is the deep sleep experience. In deep sleep, there is no sense of incompleteness. In deep sleep, there is no sense of otherness. Our waking worlds are different from each other, we agree. Our dream worlds are different from each other's. My dream is different from your dreams. One child dreamt and got up in the morning and started crying. So the father got angry. What is this? Early morning you start your day with crying? You are just like your mother. So what happened? So the child said, Dad, I had a very bad dream. What dream you had? I failed in the examination. So dad got angry. Even in the dream you cannot pass? How will you pass actually? See? So the child's dream is different. One child asked me this question, Swamiji, do you dream? I said, of course. Tell me one of your dreams. I said, I got only one dream repeated, that I am giving lectures and people are sleeping. This is the only lecture dream I have. No, but you must be having some different. I said, yes, I had once a different dream. And the dream was, when I was going somewhere for lecture, there was some traffic jam, so we were sitting in the car. And outside, there was one monkey charmer. And who was playing with the monkey, showing the game to the people. In India, people are not having time constraint. They have got 24 hours per day. Here people are short of time, we are having excess of time. About this time I'll tell you. One day in Ahmedabad, one person asked me, Swamiji, it is a personal thing, but I want to ask you, you keep on moving around the world, where do you get time to write books, to have so many lectures? How do you do that? I said, look here, I have found out a technique. What is the technique? If there is only one bulb in this room, it will be less light. So if we want more light, what we do? We add one bulb, is it not? I said, exactly the same thing I do. In my room, there are 4 walls. On each wall, there is one clock. Each clock gives me 24 hours. So 24 multiplied by 4. He said, I don't understand. I said, I never make anybody understand. I make them confused. See? So to that boy, I told. And after that, charming monkeys dance, everything was over. I went for my lecture, everything was over. I came home, finished my dinner, and when I slept, I had a dream. Dream was, one monkey is giving the lecture and other monkeys are listening. See, friends. So, our waking experiences are different, our dream experiences are different. Friends, our deep sleep experience is common. There are not many deep sleeps. There is only one deep sleep. See, you can give different name, ripples, breakers, tsunami, Katrina, they may be different, but the ocean is one. See? And what is that deep sleep experience? Where there is no sense of otherness and there is no sense of finite existence. Net result, no desires. When no desires, all happiness. And happiness expresses as noise. Therefore, all those happy people sleep, they snore. Krrr, krrr. And their happiness is not in a hurry-burry. It is very comfortable happiness. Have you seen anybody snoring fast? Kar, 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 kar. No. They go saptaswar. It is an expression of bliss. For others it is blisters, but for him it is bliss. See, friends, therefore what Bhagavad Gita tells? Very simple thing. Don't struggle to seek happiness in your life. See, it is this desire to seek happiness that makes us the worst criminal in this world. See, Arjuna's question in 3rd chapter. Atha kena prayuktoyam papam jarati purushaha anichannapi varshneya baladiva niyojita. Under whose command and compulsion person goes the wrong way. And there Bhagavan says, Kamayesha Krodayesha Rajoguna Samudbhavaha Maha Ashanaha Maha Papma Vidhena Miha Vairinam. It is desire as anger. And it is Maha Ashanaha. Desires can never be fulfilled. Keep on fulfilling desire, one after another is born. You know, in Devi Mahapuran, this story comes that there was one Rakshas and he had the boon. When he is killed, from his one blood drop, another Rakshas will be born, another demon will be born. That Rakshas is none other than the desire. You fulfill one desire, second standing in the queue. It never ends. See, friends. And therefore, Bhagavan says, Indriyani mano buddhi asyadhisthana muchyate. So where is this desire living in our system? So we can destroy him. Because vidhi enam iha vairinam, the desire is our number one enemy. Destroy that enemy. Don't have sympathy for the enemy. enemies must be destroyed. Forget about your ahimsa. See friends, this ahimsa has destroyed the world. So, with the enam iha vairinam. So where is he hiding? So 3 places. Indriyani mano buddhi asya adhishthana uchyate. The desire is operating from 3 hideouts. Sense organs, mind and intellect. So, tasmat tvam indriyani adau niyamya bharatarshava. So where from we start? First start from the sense organs. See, Santa Gyaneshwar is to tell something very good. Out of all the various kinds of self-control, start from tongue. Tongue is 2 in 1. When it is wagging, it is called as the organ of speech. When it is tasting, it is called as organ of perception. Rasana and jivva. These are 2 words in Sanskrit. So control the tongue means control 2 things, talking, and second is tasting. We are so choosy about food. See friends, about food one simple thing I'll tell you, try that. About food, before eating don't think about food. While eating, enjoy food. After eating, forget about food. That's it. What others should eat, don't worry. You are not a nutritionist for the, global nutritionist. People should eat vegetarian, people should not eat vegetarian. Why you worry? This is a very funny approach. If you are walking spiritual path, Adhyatma means concerning the self, not the world. Let people eat whatever they eat. As long as they don't eat you, it's okay. See, friends. So, first control your tongue talking. Meaning what? Be very attentive. We may think we are talking, but before talking, if we practice this, before talking, we ask a question to ourselves. Need I talk? Should I talk? 99% will get an answer, not necessary. Because when we talk to others, what do we talk? We talk only about our past. See, I was in Varanasi. But Swami, you are also talking about past. Yes, that also I will explain. In Varanasi, there was one person, very well read. He is a editor of the Kalyan Gita Press magazine. Very wise person and very close. So I was staying in his house only. So when I was talking, one day he said, Swamiji, I want to ask you one question. You are very adamant about not talking about the past. You also tell, don't bring your past before the children. Old people have got this disease. Whenever they see the young people, they get inspired with their age. And they keep on talking. When we were children, who cares? Old people have no future. They have only past. So if you have got peanuts in your pocket, you can't distribute chocolates. See, friends. So he asked me, why you insist so much? I said, Babaji, I'll tell you, please don't mind. Tell me, who had the childhood? You or the body? Who had the youth? You or the body? Who had the middle age? You or the body? So when you talk about your childhood, when you talk about your middle age, you have not discarded body identification. Body identification is disease number 1. In Panchadashi, this topic is brought out very beautifully. One is Mukhyatma, second is Mithyatma, and third is Gaunatma. Mukhyatma is the primary self. Mithyatma is the illusory self. Gaunatma is the secondary self. So Mukhyatma, the primary self, is the one. न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित नायम भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्य शाश्वतोयम पुराणः न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. Bhagavan Krishna has stolen this from Kathopanishad. And he never even quotes the reference. Kahan se liya hai? That is why I like Bhagavan Krishna. So, the Mukhyatma is the one, na jayate mriyate va vipaschit. He is neither born nor dies. Don't go anywhere. Find out. Do we have the experience of birth? We don't have experience. Somebody tells us, you were born on such and such date. And we take that date in a dumb manner. See? One sweet little girl, 7-8 years, she says, Swamiji, I want to send you a card, so please tell me what is your date of birth. And everybody told me, Swamiji never talks about it. But I know you will tell me because you love me. I said, yes, you are perfectly right. I said, but don't tell anybody. She said, all right. So I whispered in her ears, 31st April. Here I will not tell. Okay, Swamiji, I understood. She went home. And, Mom, do you know? Swamiji told me his date of birth. But he also told, don't tell anybody. But of course you are my mother. I can always tell my mother. But you don't tell anybody. And he told he is born on 31st April. So she started laughing. Mama, why are you laughing? My dear child, there is no 31st April. Wow, he cheated me. Okay, I will cheat him. She sent me one greeting card. Dear Swamiji, happy birthday, whenever it is. And then at the end she wrote, now guess who am I? And she wrote her name and address. How cute. We do not have our experience of date of birth because we don't begin. Anything which begins will end. Second thing, we don't have the experience that we are growing. When somebody for the first time addresses a girl, auntie, she becomes uneasy. Second time, when the same lady is addressed as grandma, she starts shaking. Nobody had the experience, we are growing. Third, nobody had the experience of death. And the most important, we can never have the experience of our absence. This is not to be created. It is. This is Mukhyatma. Then this Mukhyatma gets identified with the body, and that is the illusory Atma, the Mithyatma. After the body identification happens, then the secondary Atma is born. See, I, the man, with reference to my father, I am a son. So the son is born out of me. Then I, the man, with reference to my wife, I am a husband. So husband is born out of me. I, the man, with reference to my son, a father is born. So the father is born out of me. So who is the creator of these three fellows? Only body identification, not body identification. And when this body identification is dropped, as in deep sleep, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, Tatra mata amata bhavati, tatra pita apita bhavati. In deep sleep, we are nobody. Neither mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. Otherwise, that husband who doesn't dare talk before the wife, in sleep, he snores loudly. Where from that courage comes? I am no more a husband. Oh. See, friends. And who are miserable in this world? It is the husband, it is the son, it is the father. They are miserable. And who are they? they are non-existent. Be very attentive. When my father died, I cannot be the son. Then who is miserable? The son who is not there. How can he be miserable? The man was never miserable. When my wife died, who is miserable? The husband cannot be miserable because without wife I cannot be a husband. See, friends, these secondary selves are the one which we take to be real. So Arjuna's question was this: I am somebody's disciple, I am somebody's grandchild. Unless this is corrected, we will not get freedom. And this correction is possible when we start looking what we are doing. We are becoming somebody, and somebody will always have desires. Remain as nobody, no desires. See, so this desire virus must be destroyed without any sympathy. And how to destroy that virus? Give more choice to yourself, you will be more miserable. Give less choice to yourself, you will be less miserable. Give yourself no choice, you will be happiest. Living at a zero desire, zero choice level is the only way of being happy. See, no choice. Life becomes so simple. Then we will not seek happiness. Happiness will come to us. Nay, we will be the source of happiness to everyone. This is what Bhagavad Gita tells. Don't seek happiness. As per my understanding of Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga is expression of happiness through action is Karma Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga is expression of happiness through self-discipline. Bhakti Yoga, expression of happiness through service. And Jnana Yoga, being happy with everyone, everywhere, is Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge. Happiness is the foundation of life. Anandadeva kalvimani bhutani jayante anandena jatani jivanti. God has not created this world out of frustration. But now he is frustrated, he told me. See, friends, many times we have this funny notion, when we go before the God, we go in a misery, oh Lord, and don't cry. He doesn't like crying fellows. Do we like somebody coming and constantly complaining? First time you listen. Second time, oh, I know what you mean. Go ahead. See, friends, therefore, the first principle Bhagavad Gita tells us, do not waste your time in fulfilling the desires. Because why we fulfill the desire? A barren attempt of getting happiness. But we don't get it. Then what is to be done? Start expressing happiness through action. Whatever we have to do it happily. See? And that includes everything. Walking, walk happily. Not pat. Yeah, see, what are you doing? No, I'm just going somewhere, And are we furniture or what? See? It's very important. When we talk, express happiness in talk. Never talk bitterness. No. You must have seen many people, they hardly talk. They bark. Why you come here? What do you want? Why are you standing there? Wow, Hare Ram Ram. Talk. Don't bark. See? Similarly, when you think happily. Yes, it is possible. Why not it is possible? Well, you try. And if it is not possible, never mind. Where God has failed to make us happy, can we make others happy? You cannot. So, these two principles I tried in my life. Never try to please or make anybody happy. The reason is everybody has the right to be miserable. We belong to democracy. This is what I learned from the whole world. Everybody is my guru. In India somewhere, my friend was driving the car, I was sitting next to him, and there was a taxi in front of us, and his door was little bit open, half open. So my friend told me, Swamiji, I'll take the car parallel, you tell the taxi police door is open. So when we were parallel, he down the window, and then he told, Swamiji, tell him. I said, all right, because I had only listened. What you are telling you? I said, hey Mahatmaji, your door is open. He said, it is none of your business, mind your business. He is right. From that day onward, I have learned this principle. Never try to make anybody happy. Everybody has the right to be miserable. Tathastu. We try to make others happy. Husband tries to make wives happy. Where Rama failed, will Jagjivan Ram succeed? Don't do that. Similarly, we don't have to make anybody miserable. Everybody is self-sufficient. You don't have to make anybody miserable. Then, udasinam udasinam asaktam teshu karmasu. Learn to remain indifferent. See, it is said, if somebody is asking, not out of jijnasa, out of inquiry, never get involved in any discussions and talks. Narad Bhakti Sutra tells, Vado na avalambyaha. Don't get involved in arguments and logic. It leads no result. See, friends, let's keep cool. And by this practice, slowly, slowly, we will be able to remain with ourselves. A person who is at peace with himself or herself doesn't require any external support to entertain them. We require external support. Either there will be birds in the ears, or we want something to read, or we want the TV, we want to go for a walk. Try this. Just be and do nothing. Real spiritual practice is not doing something but undoing everything. Real spiritual practice is not becoming somebody but unbecoming everybody. See, friends, this can happen only when our vision changes. And the change in the vision is possible only for a disciplined person. The change in the vision is given in almost every chapter. And the change in the vision is maintenance of equanimity in our mind under all conditions. Whether it is karma, siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Maintain equanimity. Whether it is yoga, there also Yasmin sarvani bhutani atmanneva anupashyati sarva bhutastam atmanam na tato vijugupsate. This Ishamasya is stolen straight away by Bhagavan Krishna in the 6th chapter. See? Ikshate yoga yuktatma sarvatra samadarshana. That is what I like Krishna Bhagavan. So, equanimity. Then it comes to devotion. Tulya ninda stutir mauni santushto yena kena chit. Equanimity. And in the knowledge, vidya vinay sampanne brahmane gavyastini shuni chaiva shvapakecha panditaha samadarshinaha. Friends, equanimity of the mind is the only instrument which can dissolve us in pure consciousness. The vision develops. And once this vision develops, you will see, like Kenopanishad says, pratibodha viditam matam. In every experience, the truth is revealed. There is not a single experience of our life when the truth is not revealed. And the manifestation of the truth in our life is only happiness. There is no other manifestation. See, friends, Happiness means living at a zero complaint level. No complaints. We have got complaint about everything. If nothing is available, God is omnipresent. Complain about Him. Why did you create such a terrible world? See, friends, just live as it is. One lady asked me this question, Swamiji, why Bhagavan doesn't answer our prayers? I said, Bhagavan is like me. He pretends that he is listening, but he doesn't listen. Because what do you talk? If it is a summer, we complain, 116. Now, in summer, if there is no 116, will it be in winter? See? Then the rainy season comes. Then again we complain, oh, too much of rains. Naturally, rainy season, rain only will come. Then winter comes, oh, it's too much of cold. Bhagavan says, give him anything, he only complains. So he doesn't listen. See, friends, try this. Living at zero complaint level. You are happy. Happiness doesn't mean for no reason. What am I happy? No, that is being mad. See, that is not happiness. Living at zero complaint level. Whatever is very good, perfectly all right. If somebody asks you a question, how are you? Don't take revenge. In Delhi, I happened to go to one Punjabi family. Very old lady was there, so I used to go first to her, do namaskar to her, take her blessing, and then talk to others. So when I went there, she said, oh, Swamiji beta, she used to call me Swamiji beta. Swamiji beta, aap aa gaye? So I'll go and touch her feet and say, how are you? Normal question. He said, Swami, beta, I'll tell you. And she started. In the morning, when I got up from the bed, my ankle got twisted and it was so painful and her discussion was so lively that while listening, I started getting pain everywhere. So when she is telling, her grandson called me, Swamiji, 1 minute please. I said, Mama, wait, I'll go and come back. He said, how can you listen to grandma the same thing 10 times? She also tells her the same thing. She doesn't remember what she has told. Again and again, again and again. How can you listen? I said, then what do? We show her fingers. Meaning, when she starts anything, we told her, you have told already 5 times. Then she keeps quiet. I said, wow, very good idea. So again I came and yes, Mama, Swamiji, I have forgotten what I was telling you. Anyway, I start again. Is it Ramayana or what? And when she again started, then I showed her my finger. I said, Mama, 25 times you have told me this thing. See, friends, no complaints about anything. Normally the complaint in the old age from the people is about a knee pain. Swamiji, why do I get a knee pain? I said, Mama, I will answer, but you will not argue. Only answer my questions. Yes. Why God has given us eyes? Swamiji, do you think I am a baby? I said, you are arguing. You answer my questions. Why God has given us eyes? For seeing. Very good. Why ears are given? For hearing. In the same manner, the knees are given in the old age for paining. So do you complain that I can hear, I can see? No. It's a part of the game. See, friends, then alone happiness is understood. So when anybody asks you any time a question, you fire. How are you? I am on the top of the world. And you should mean that in your words. See, one child I was telling, I said, hey, somebody, I'll again ask you, how are you? Don't tell, not like that. You say, I am on the top of the world, okay? Again I'll ask you. So I ask him, hey, how are you? I am on the top of the world. Is the way? The word should carry the meaning. See, friends, in this world there is sufficient misery. You don't have to add. Don't talk your miseries to anybody. If you have to talk, talk happiness. the whole life will change. So we take care of the mind, and when this mind is to be taken care of, it must be trained, disciplined. For that, in the 6th chapter, the teacher gives us Atmaupamena sarvatra samam pashyati orjuna sukham va yadiva dukkham sa yogi paramo mataha. So the real yoga is this. Have the equanimity towards everyone. When something good happens to somebody, enjoy his success, not jealous of his success. See? And if somebody is having some problem, extend a helping hand. You are the best yogi. See, friends, simply twisting the body is not yoga. Straightening the mind is the yoga, not twisting the body. And with this mind, now instrument is available to us. Now this instrument is employed for inquiry through devotion. So 7th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna starts the giving the basics. And the basic is the teacher Jnana Vijnana Yogona. First of all, he gives the basics. 4 things he has told in the 7th chapter. First, Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayu Kham Mano Buddhi Revacha Ahankar Iti Amme Bhinna Prakriti Rashtada. This world, this Prakriti is his, not ours. Bhinna Me Prakriti Rashtada. So if the Prakriti belongs to Bhagavan and Bhagavan is our father, then Prakriti is our mother. When you look at the mother, she is not a Bhoga Vastu, she is the Yoga Vastu. With this understanding, the Bhoga Pravrutti, the habit of indulgence in the world, will be curtailed. The same thought comes from Ishavasya. Ishavasyamidam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena munjita. Do not indulge in this world for enjoyment, but serve. Vinname prakriti rashtata. Second thing, in this prakriti, the expression of Paramatma is called a jiva. So prakriti is ashtadha, eightfold, but jiva is only one. There are not one jiva, one soul per head. This is wrong understanding. In the 13th chapter, Bhagavan says, Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. But we somehow get influenced by this dumb thought. Like for every shoe there is a separate soul, in the same manner for every body there is a separate soul. Spelling you may put anything, but it is a soul. See, friends. So when we thus inquire and find out. So first, Prakriti belongs to Paramatma. Expression of Prakriti, expression of Paramatma through Prakriti, that expression is called a Jiva, and Jiva is a manifestation, a phenomenon, and not an individuality. Then this Prakriti and the Jiva, they are controlled by the Ishvara. The same Paramatma expressing through the totality is called as Ishvara. He is the controller of it. And what is Paramatma, supreme reality? Mattaha parataram kinchit nanyasti parantapa. Sarvam mai idam protam sutre manigana iva. There is no cause of me. There is no effect of me. There is none other than me. This is the ultimate Advaita. This is the truth. Now be attentive. Is it not true? I, the man, is called as son. I, the man, is called as husband. I, the man, is called as father. Man has become son. Man has become husband. Man has become father. But the son cannot become the father, the man. The husband cannot become the man. The father cannot become the man. Because man is, husband become. And husband is not a proper noun. It is a common noun. Any fool getting married to another fool is called as husband. See, friends. So, if husband is miserable, it is a common factor. And when something is common for everybody, it is not a problem. See, friends. In the same manner, Paramatma expressing through the Panchakoshas That expression of Paramatma is called Jiva Bhava. It is not the Jiva individuality. No. See, friends, and when you will even accept this principle theoretically, then the most important thing happens on the spiritual evolution. We go beyond cause and effect. Cause and effect is an illusion. When father was scolding the son, I gave you birth and you behave like this. So the son said, Dad, enough is enough. So the dad said, why enough? Who told you gave me birth? I gave you birth. Without my birth, who called you daddy? So the father is because of the son, or the son is because of the father. And both of them are illusions. When the father dies, nothing happens to the son. When the son dies, nothing happens to the father, because they continue to live. This principle I discovered in Germany. In Hamburg, I was having my lectures and retreat. On the second or the third day, one lady came, a very old story, 25 years before. These are the things I have learned from. So, if we learn from our past, we grow wise. If we carry the burden of the past experiences, we grow old and otherwise. See, it's a very simple principle. Like in childhood, we have touched the fire. We have learned fire burns. Therefore, for fire, we don't have hatred or liking. Now apply the same principle. Go through the experiences and learn from every experience. Learning from every experience is the practice of Vedanta. It is not only, Upanishad says, Nayam Atma pravachanena labhyaha. Pravachanena, listenena and givena. Both. By listening and giving pravachan, nothing happens. We have to learn from our own experiences. See, friends. So the day we take this principle, learn from every experience, you are seeker of truth, not the believer. Believer is at a very low rank, KG1, KG2. A seeker has come to the doctorate level. A believer is a samsari. A seeker is a seeker of truth. Don't be satisfied only with, I believe in God. Are we obliging him or what? Who needs our belief? God doesn't need. See, friend, seek the truth. So, when we were there in Germany, that lady asked me, Swamiji, you should have come in my life 25 years before. I said, even then I would not have married you. He said, no, not that way. Then what way? I would not have divorced 3 times. I said, now get 4th time and don't divorce. No, I know where I had gone wrong. I said, Mama, now you ask me a question, I'll ask you one question. For my general knowledge. When you got for the first time married, and your first husband, for our understanding, let us make some, like the computer language. W1, H1 was the first pair. Wife 1, husband 1. W1, H1. Then you got married second time, W2, H2. Third time, W3, H3. Now my question is, W1 is equal to W2 is equal to W3 is equal to what? When you divorce for the first time, where you, the wife, has gone? When you were married second time, where from that wife has come? Is it the first wife has come or a new wife has come? When third time it happened, first 2 wives where they have gone or they have come together as a third wife? And third time you divorce. So all the 3 were discussing, "Kyun chhod diya? Why did he leave me?" Where are those 3 wives? They are nowhere because they were nowhere. And who is miserable? This husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister, husband, who do not exist. See, friends, one day I was in England, there was an old church, and they took me to show the church, so I was seeing beautiful. And they were telling somebody, here, see, this is written here, below this stone, so and so is buried. Below that stone, so I said, my God, I am working on dead bodies or what? And there was a small mirror, so I was looking at the mirror. Swami, what are you looking? I said, I am trying to see how many people have seen in this mirror. So I am where they are. Swami, what kind of person you are? Why? There are, see, how can something remain in the mirror? I said, I forgot about it. Now be attentive. When we stand before the mirror, what is our experience? When a bird stands in front of the mirror, what is the experience? When we stand before the mirror, our experience is different. We look at the object. Vedanta Society of Southern California. Look at the object. But when it is a mirror, we don't look at the mirror. We look in the mirror. Number one. Number two. We don't look at we look at the reflection, but we see ourselves. But when it comes to the bird, so when we stand in the morning before the mirror, we take the toothpaste on the brush. Do we do it there? Or I forgot? No. Now take the bird. When the bird is sitting in front of the mirror, oh, there is somebody, and start pecking to such an extent it will bleed. Then it will go behind the mirror. See who is there. Oh, nobody is there. Again it will come in front. Again start. Now tell me what sadhana that bird has to do to remove the enemy called as his own reflection from the mirror. Should he do pranayam? Still there. Should he do the japa? Om Namo Shivaya, 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 Om Namo Shivaya. Should he do charity? Should he take the holy bath in the Ganges? Think, friends. Only one thing the bird has to know, that this is just an appearance. And you cannot stop it. In the same manner, expression of Paramatma through the body as life is just a phenomena. But when this phenomena, in Sanskrit it is called as abhivyakti. When this abhivyakti is mistaken as vyakti, individuality, samsara begins. See, friends, life is common everywhere. Life is not different. This principle I discovered, theoretically we read so many places, theoretically it doesn't help. This happened in Delhi, rainy season days. I was sitting in the veranda of my friend, and tube light, and so many insects came. So there was one small lizard. She came for her dinner. So many insects came. And when the small lizard was coming, a big, hefty, gunda, dada type of lizard came. And as a result, the small lizard ran away. So when the small lizard came, the insects ran away. When the bigger lizard came, the small lizard ran away. I was watching that. And then I thought, if they fall in my tea, better get up. So I got up and took a stick and wanted to make that big lizard go away. So when I did like that, as a result, the small lizard ran so fast and she fell on my hand. Then I ran away. Now see the expression of life? Same. Whether it is the insect or a small lizard or a big lizard or a big lizardus. Expression of life is common everywhere. When we recognize this life not as individuality, expression of life. This experience was natural for great masters like Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. See? We have to struggle to discover oneness with others. For him it was natural. And therefore he never tried to justify anything. He was at peace. Like our hands, our eyes, our nose, our stomach, everything is at peace with each other. Hands are not inimical to the mouth. The fingers are not inimical to the eyes. This experience of oneness with the totality and living in that experience effortlessly is what Bhagavan says, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. So Prasannatma, the one Brahma Bhutaha, he who has merged in the Absolute, he will always remain cheerful. So instead of struggling to get happiness, instead of seeking happiness, start expressing happiness. This is the highest spiritual practice. Bhagavan Shankara says, Yogarato va bhogarato va sangarato va sangavihinaha yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati nandati anandati eva. All other things are okay in their own place. But the foundation of spiritual life is we must be ever cheerful and happy. Vivekananda Swami used to say, your makeup is not complete in your bathroom unless you come out after wearing a smile on your face. We do everything. You know what is the makeup? All that is done to cover the breakup is called as a makeup. So, your makeup is incomplete unless you wear a smile. Wear a smile and come in the world. Let us be a source of joy and happiness. And who is our Prasannatma? 3-4 conditions Bhagavan says. Number 1, na shochati. He doesn't bring the past in the present. Na kankshati. He doesn't worry about the future. Samaha sarveshu bhuteshu. For him there are no friends and enemies. Mad bhaktim labhate param. This is the ultimate devotion. Para bhakti. Not the sadhana bhakti, sadhya bhakti. Friends, Bhagavad Gita is that which gives us whatever we want. Seek happiness, you will get happiness. So instead of seeking happiness, Bhagavan says, discover happiness. When we discover something, it is already there. See? Like, for example, this glass case is covered with this paper. And I am searching where it has gone, where it has gone. And when this cover is removed, it is not created, it is already there. When you discover happiness, you don't create happiness. And if it is not created, it will not be lost. Therefore, once you know the truth, you don't have to practice it again. It is something like swimming. We don't learn swimming twice. We learn only once. In the same manner, discover the truth only once. Thereafter, kalam naya mahamate. See, in Aparokshanubhuti, Bhagavan Shankara says, thereafter, live in this world for a time pass. So when you live for time pass, you have neither success nor failure. See, like we play with the children. When we play with them, we pretend as if I am doing something and all that. But for us, it's just we are playing. Therefore, defeat and victory is not an issue, but for the child, it is the issue. I have defeated Swamiji. But for the Swamiji, it was a time pass because food was not ready. That's all. Discover this happiness and be the source of happiness for the whole world. Because Bhagavad Gita was delivered by Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Prasan iva Bharata. Imagine, before a crying Arjuna, Bhagavan was not talking with a jugalbandi. He was crying, how can I kill my Bhagavan said, no beta, don't. No. He started with a joy. Traibhyam masmagama partha. Na etatvaipa padyate. Don't yield to impotency and frustration. Rise and stop not till the goal is reached. Uttishtata, jagrata, prapya varanya bodhata. Kshurasya dhara, nishita durattaya, durgam padastat kavayo vadanti. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.